Alright, what's going on everyone out there on YouTube, NES Ruler, and welcome to a brand new review. And this time around we'll be checking out a film that was sent to me review by Eureka Entertainment, and you can pick this up on Blu-ray at all your favorite online retailers in the United Kingdom and websites like Diabolic DVD here in the States. It is a film from the year 1973 from Japan titled Golgo 13. So this is the first live-action adaptation of the long-running manga series that was extremely popular in Japan, and this is, like I said, the first live adaptation of the Golgo 13 character. Now, I've been familiar with his character for quite a while. He had an NES Nintendo game back in the day, so he kind of broke into American culture a little bit, but I never read the manga or anything like that, but I was familiar with this film. I know it's had a Blu-ray release here in the States for quite a while, but it's a bare-bones, crappy release. But this is a brand new 2K restoration release here from Eureka. So we follow Golgo 13. He's like a James Bond, Japanese James Bond kind of a character, hitman. And he gets an assignment to assassinate this guy, Mr. Boa, who is you could say he's a drug trafficker, a sex trafficker. Basically what he's been doing, he's been going around the world and capturing a bunch of women and holding them ransom and selling them onto the sex trade. Well, one of these women's husbands assigns Golgo 13 to assassinate Mr. Boa, who is in Iran. So he heads off to Iran on his journey to track down Mr. Boa and assassinate him. And along the way, Mr. Boa's hoodlums try to stop Golgo 13 as he attempts to track down Mr. Boa, who is a very hard man to find. This movie, you would think, would have a lot more action in it, but it's very heavily dialogue-based until the final climax of the film. When we get to the final climax of the movie, it really does pick up with the action. And the last 20 minutes or so of this movie is super action-packed with some awesome shootouts, helicopter stunts, and a bunch of other really cool things going on in the final climax of this film. Ken Takakura, who plays Golgo 13, he does a really amazing job. He has a swagger to him and a level of badass to him that I think it kind of rivals any of the James Bond kind of swaggers. He as good as any of the James Bond characters. Yeah, he's better than some, but he just has such a swagger to him that I think he's just so cool, and he definitely fit this role quite well. He was a no F kind of guy. So this movie, like I said, it was more story based than I thought it would be. Like I said, I thought it would be a lot more action packed, a lot more shootouts and incidents between Golgo 13 and Mr. Bo's hoodlums, but that wasn't really the case until the film concluded. And then there's a side story with the police because they assume that Golgo 13 is part of Mr. Boa's hoodlums, so they go after him as well. It isn't until towards the end of the film that we realize that Golgo 13's on his own and he has nothing to do with Mr. Boa. But ultimately, this is an entertaining film. I feel like it's pretty well made. It has some really good shots. Again, towards the end of the film, some really nice landscape shots, and I feel like the acting is pretty good. The supporting cast, they're hit or miss when it comes to the acting, but like I said, Ken Takakura does a really amazing job as our leading character in this film. I feel like he really does embody what this character is and ultimately becomes as the years go on. Nice release here from Eureka. This is just a standard Eureka release. You got your nice slipcover here with your back, and then inside you have your disc as well as a booklet here that talks about the film. And this is written by a Japanese film scholar. It's a really interesting read. Every Eureka film release comes with one of these booklets. So, I highly recommend you pick it up. Talks about the transfer. Like I said, it's a brand new 2K transfer. It has the original Japanese audio track on there, which I always find amusing with these films, that this movie shot entirely in Iran, on location in Iran, and all the Iranians speak Japanese. Just that makes me laugh every time I see in a movie where they're in some kind of foreign country and the natives are speaking the language of where the film was released. But has the original Japanese track. The transfer is pretty decent. It's not the best that I've seen from Eureka in the past, but it does a good enough job compared to the Region 1 release, which is not very good whatsoever, but it looks good. Heavy natural grain throughout the film, shot widescreen, so it's a little bit more noticeable. But towards the bright daylight scenes towards the end of the film, looks really good. There's some neon lights and things like that. It looks decent. It sounds good. And then feature-wise, we have a brand new commentary track by action cinema experts. And then we have a brand new interview with the writer of the film. And then, of course, the original Japanese trailer and that booklet that comes inside. So overall, another really nice release here from Eureka. Like I said, this is a film that I've been wanting to see for a while, but I never had the opportunity to do so right now. But if you guys like James Bond-esque kind of Western mixed with spy films, then you're definitely going to want to check this one out. And you can pick this up now on Blu-ray from all your favorite online retailers in the United Kingdom. So that's my review of Golgo 13. If you guys like this review, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/NESRuler22. Please follow me on Letterboxd, letterboxd.com/NESRuler22. Hope everybody's doing well, and I shall talk to you guys soon. See you guys.